Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick this deep to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Humphreys. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Dogs will have to kick it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. From the shotgun, drops back. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. Buying time now, rolling to his left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches. Lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this 1st down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the handoff on a counter. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Checks this down to the running back.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert? Or do they try to go through the air again?
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll try the right here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down after that running play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
That completion makes it second and medium. It's a shotgun run call. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down here for this offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
It is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Can he get there on the ground? Get some space around the 30. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. That run moves the ball to the 16.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive game for the offense.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back. Dump off caught by the running back. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Longhorns will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
What a simple read and a simple throw to the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides, call, is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. And we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
1st and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they will claim the second half lead. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14.
That makes the score Texas 21, Georgia 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 11, set to kick off.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He's going to bring it out from the end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And your Georgia Bulldogs take over 1st and 10.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 21, Georgia 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense operating from the pistol. Running play called on 3rd and short. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. I love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Humphreys. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10 now. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
28, Georgia 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. Wow, what a play. Defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 31, so makes a good choice bringing it out of the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is You wonder where you go from.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that gain will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Automatic in the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
42, Georgia, 14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just open for that clock to run out.
Runs out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Okay, ready?
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Pound 55 feet.
And the quarterback dropping back. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer.